Hi, Fraser Christian from Coastal Survival. In this video we're going to cover how to process firewood using a knife, okay, a fixed blade knife, and this is the MOD, British MOD issued survival knife, issued in 1988, so not quite as old as me. Anyway, there isn't a right or wrong way to do this, but when we're talking about survival and bushcraft, being out off the beaten track in the wilds, continually doing something, okay, as we know, familiarity breeds complacency. Now, I'm your average idiot, and everything that I do, I make it idiot proof, so I don't injure myself when I'm out off the beaten track and get myself into a survival situation. And as I say, there's no right or wrong way to do it, so I'm not going to show you what I think is the wrong way. I'm going to show you how, whatever state of mind you're in, you can be tired, wet, cold, hungry, disorientated, that's when you make mistakes, okay? And you'll only make mistakes if you've practiced in an unsafe or unsustainable way, okay? So we're going to, and that's the part of the survival psychology, is how to progress without injuring yourself. Okay, how to make things idiot proof, and you practice that, and practice means that when you're in a survival situation, your brain goes to mush and you start to go into what's called panic mode. Okay, you will not make mistakes if you've practiced it, because the muscle memory will be fixed in there. Anyway, I'm just going to go and collect some dead fall, largest sort of branches, and then show you how to process that right down. Put the knife just there, I'll come back to it in a minute. Loads of branches over here. Oh, took all over. And this is some ash, I can see. This will be really good. Nice bit of ash here. Okay, so two things we don't want to do is injure ourselves, and waste energy. Okay, so small branches like this can be easily snapped. Okay, and if we can find fine twigs, they can be for our wands or fire starting. Okay, but when we progress onto stuff like this, what we don't want to be doing, okay, smacking it round trees, branches flying off, hitting us in the face, stamping on it, okay? One thing I will say, as you can see, I'm sat on my knees, and if you can't do that, try and bend down or get yourself a workbench, something higher. Try never to kneel down. That's something that I'd say again, your knees, okay? When I've seen people approaching subjects like this, kneeling down quite a lot, okay? You only need to get one piece of flint or one thorn in your knee, and you can't walk. So again, practicing everything as you approach it, thinking about never progressing into a survival situation. So okay, we'll say this is quite a solid piece of wood, okay? We don't want to be smacking it, stamping on it, okay? So we'll use the survival knife, and I've got my lanyard in there. That's just around 2 pieces of rubber, just in case that falls out. Put the lanyard round my wrist, take it round twice so it doesn't fall down, and that means I can't drop it down. First of all, one thing I will say about using a knife is we never ever have our hand that's not holding the knife in front of the knife, and our body is never in front of the cutting tool. That means we will never use the knife like this or like this, okay? It's different if you're in a fishmonger, if I'm working as a chef, okay? When I teach filleting fish, we practice that principle, the knife never coming towards us or our hands. Maybe when I do it, okay, I'm a little bit quicker, I'd maybe go like that. That's in a kitchen, that's maybe a fishmonger's, okay? That's someone who's not in a survival situation who practices that every single day. And if they do cut themselves as a first aid kit, they're hospitals down the road. It's not an option for us out here in the wilderness, okay? So, first thing that we're gonna do, okay, is we'll get another log to chop onto so we're not going onto the floor, okay? Trying to always restrict the energy we use. So if there's something you can do sat down or kneeling, I say not kneeling but crouching down, okay, you do that rather than standing up. If there's something you can do using your knife where you're resting your elbow, so you're supporting your arm. You're not only using energy to hold that knife from here upwards, you do that rather than this. Working with your hands above your head is a lot more tiring than down on this way. And using gravity, okay, so we don't ever want to cut up towards the moon, we want to cut down towards the floor. So anyway, starting with the end, all I'm going to do, you can see, I'm going to make a cross, okay? And then I'm going to guillotine, what I call guillotine, and a 45-degree angle across the wood, okay? So it's one cut down, easy that broke, okay? That's easily breaking. Let's find a bit where it doesn't break straight away. Right, tough a bit like this, okay? So 45 degrees across the log, okay? Then snap, okay? Nothing flies up, you're not reducing any energy. I'm only bringing my hand from here to there. Okay, again, 45 degrees across the log, make a little cut in it, snap, okay? Gives you a lovely clean break, okay? Now if you want to split that wood down, again, we're not going to hold it like that, because what we're doing, we're breaking that rule rather than our hand in front of the blade. So we position it there, and I'm holding this so it's not going to fall, okay? I mean, why would we say we're never using it that way? I mean, you could be using it really carefully, doing something like that. I don't know, eagle jumps on the back of your head, more likely a stick falls down, you fall down. Loads of different reasons, okay? There's loads of different reasons why we can mess up and get into a survival situation and make ourselves injured, okay? So, position it like that, okay? Get another piece of your wood and just batten it down, okay? That way, we're never ever going to slip, cut into our hand, okay? Once it's that down like that, you can just carry on doing that if it bites into the knife. But if not, I say just down every time. For a smaller piece, okay, if we have to do that one-handed, bring the log towards us, okay? And we can just lay that down, that little sliver down like that, see, and chop like that, and it'll bite, okay? Never ever put in your hand, not even like that, just to take the bite of the knife. One day you will, if you've never made a mistake like me. I say I'm an idiot. I've had to make everything idiot proof. I do this not every single day, but probably more in 1 month than many people in a year. And the longer you do things, I say, you become more complacent, more used to it. That's when the mistakes will happen. So if you've been doing this a long time like me, get back to basics if you don't do it like this, and make sure all your techniques are idiot proof, okay? There you go, you broke on the back of the blade anyway. Right, I'm going to carry on processing a little bit of wood. Please stay tuned, please like and share the videos. Thanks for watching.